Hello everyone, welcome back to Space Engineers Hardcore Survival. So, I am back after a very long break. In fact, I think it's been about 2 months or so since I have last released an episode for this. It feels like that anyway, for certain. But yeah, I have been busy. So just before Christmas, so it was December, I took most of it off. I was getting ready for Christmas, getting a few things, different pieces and all that sorted. And then in the new year, just a load of different things was happening as well. That I decided to continue the break. Now I did play Satisfactory as well while I was off. Some people may have noticed that I was playing that, especially those that are friends with me on Steam would have noticed that I was playing Satisfactory a lot, and I think I've put about a couple of 100 hours into it. Very, very good game, but yeah, I got burned out on it. I think at some stages I was playing about 4 or 5 hours a day, and I got completely burned out on it. So yeah, I decided to take a wee break on it, but there is supposed to be some updates coming out for it that's supposed to make it a bit of a game changer, so I'm waiting for them to come out. But in the meantime, we are back. What is going on with this? Why is that extended all the way out there? I did get, off camera, I did get this here tunnel drilled. Now, I will admit, it did use a mixture of making drills, pushing the drills in, doing all that, and voxel hands as well. Now, the reason I had to use the voxel hands is because some stupid things happened in the game where whenever you extended the pistons with the drills on it, the pistons exploded and, well, it caused things like this here where you have... Oh, let me turn on the light. It just caused like big davits taken out, so I've used the voxel hands to sort of tidy that up a bit. As well as up here on the ceiling, I've had to use a bit of the voxel hands, getting drills just bouncing up and down, even with the inertia sensor on. And they ended up putting like a bit of like a slope in the roof, which looked really, really bad. So I had to use voxel hands to tidy that up, because I wanted this here drilled out in a certain way where, you know, it looked nice and all that there. And oh, I forgot to pick up some of these. So up there, there's a gap drilled out. I will explain that in a wee bit of later into this series, but we're not going to worry about that right now. And oh yeah, something that I've never actually used before is these here, which is the ejector. Not injector, the collector. How do I access the inventory again? Oh, let's throw that in. So that just goes all the way. So it was handy for drilling. Instead of having to like dock the drills and stuff, I just pulled the drills back and had to, you know, dump stuff from a what do you call it? Oh, I've forgotten the names of everything. The connector into this here, and then it just made its way along this pipe and into the various different things. Now, I did build this here, which is a cargo container, and I built it in red so that we know to dismantle it. It's not a permanent structure, it's only temporary. So at the minute, everything, should be everything, is going in here from the rover, or the big large thing. Again, I've forgotten the names of half the stuff. In fact, I'm really bad with remembering what has happened. I remember when I first opened this game up. Now, it has been about 2 or 3 days since I've opened the game up. I remember looking at it and I was like, what were we doing? It's a bit like, what do you call it? Terrible with names, terrible remembering rightly. But anyway, I couldn't remember what was happening, and I'm not sure what was happening here. I think what I might have done actually is whenever I was pushing drills in, it might have set this here to push out instead, and it looks like it's made its way the whole way over to there, and it's kind of giving me an idea. So it has for horizontal mining. Oh, for hard to reach places as well. It's kind of giving me an idea, but anyway. There was a few Reavers about as well. Let me just do another check. There was Reavers flying about, but they seem to be coming from over that direction quite a lot. But they don't come over here. Maybe it's because we don't have any weapons. We don't have any weapons, do we? But they seem to float about a lot and didn't bother coming over here. They were about 3 to 4 kilometers away, so if anybody knows why they didn't bother with us, maybe we were out of range or whatever. But I find out that they didn't attack. But anyway, it's good because I hate when they do attack. It just causes a lot of nuisance. So, as we get back into the swing of things here in this here episode, I think this is going to be a slow enough episode. It's going to be pretty much remembering what we did. There is a second what do you call it, cargo container here, but that's only for if this here fills up, and at the minute this is sitting at 129, so it's about a quarter or so, just over a quarter of the space is taken up. So yeah, let me just switch on the projector to show you what the projection looks like. I can't remember if I actually showed what this is supposed to look like, what the final base is going to look like, but let me just switch it on here anyway.
Energy low.
Oh, so yeah, we've got this cover coming up here. I am going to build that because we've got all the pipe laid out, and just leave that block open because that's going to be closed off. But this is what it looks like so far. Oh, I missed a few. That's alright, drill will be able to get that. So we're just going to have to build all this here. And it is sort of flush up against the wall. I did have to use some voxel hands along there because that wall is very thin. It's thin for a reason because there's something else on the opposite side of that, but I'll show it once we get a lot of the other things built. We might have to use the drill up around here, but I think there is enough clearance between the wall, the roof, and this catwalk here. The catwalk it's more of aesthetics more than anything else. It's just for walking about, no, on top of vehicles if we need to weld it on top. And then we have all this here stuff. A serious amount of stuff needs to be welded. But that's why I put this cargo container up here, is because it's safe from Reavers. And any incoming attacks as well. It means that if anything blows up out there, at least they're not going to get the main resources, which is quite a lot of iron. And hang on a second. Why have we got so much iron whenever I was so low on it, whenever I was building different things? Where did that all come from? Oh, from the rocks, I forgot. That's right. From the boulders and the drill. Yeah, I forgot that it would have refined that. But I was thinking there, because whenever I was building this here conveyor system, I had to literally scrape at stone to make enough resources to build it all the way up here. But then I forgot, well, once it was connected to the drill and dumping stuff into it, it would have been refining it. So that makes sense. Medical room. So this is the medical room. We'd like to get this here somewhat finished, but we don't have any silver yet. And I can't remember if we do actually have any silver anywhere. If we've ever come across it. Let me just check the GPS, but I don't think we have. That's silicone. Silver is what is silver again? AG, isn't it? AU's gold, so silver is, I think it's AG, but there's no AG, is there? I've got gold, but there's no silver. I don't think we did find any either. Shouldn't be hard to get some anyway. But anyway, that oh, I can't even build a cryo chamber either because it needs silver. So in terms of life support, oh, we're running low on energy. We'll have to run up here. I could do with putting a cockpit or something up here, just to just when I go to weld this, it's just somewhere to go. But I'm just gonna do the skeleton of everything, just like weld it and then build everything individually, because the projection is throwing the performance a wee bit on my PC. My PC is definitely coming to the last of its legs. Oh, what happened here? I swear to God, there's a load of things that have been smashed lately, and I have no idea what's caused it. What's caused that? Oh, because whenever the drill extended, it would have lifted this thing up. I want to be very careful pulling that back in, it doesn't go bang, because that would have a lot of tension in it at the minute, since it's off the ground or whatever. I'd say that probably has a lot of tension in it, so I'm going to be very careful with that sort of thing. So we've got cobalt there. What's I think we've got all the cobalt, or most of it anyway. Not a big issue. Not going to bother with this antenna. It's going to be a last thing. It'll probably be one of the first things to be destroyed. What did I just see there? It's 7 kilometers. Oh, it's a research base. Yeah, trying to think of other alternatives or looking for silver. Where else could you find silver? Unless you find a ship with that in it, you can grind it down and get some silver out of it. Also, this here could probably get dismantled as well. This whole thing, it could probably get taken away because there's nothing in it. So let's go dismantle that. Be one of the first things we do. Gonna keep that solar panel there. That's keeping some things charged. In fact, what is the batteries aren't great. Fully recharged in 5 days. Not great, but at least it's recharging and not depleting. If it was depleting, that'd be a bit of an issue. But there is a turbine up there turning. So we'll leave that where it is. Shouldn't be anything consuming at the minute, other than just refineries and assemblers, but they only go on whenever I actually am grinding. Oh, oh, I forgot to do the energy. There's no dock on that. I couldn't remember if there was or anything. I might have put a cockpit on it. But yeah, so back to this here. Anybody that has seen the Operation Exploration series would probably be able to guess what's going on up there. Just gonna charge up a wee bit. Which one of those pistons? Actually, I'm gonna take that in. Which one of those is? Let's refresh. Alright, we're on 100%. So this should be coming back in. I think they are. Oh, it is, yeah. Let's come back. So I'm just gonna take those back in. Shouldn't be out that much. Very tempted to switch on the driller, so that would get a bit of stone, but we have quite a lot of iron at the minute, so we're okay. We'll only mine when necessary. I don't want to destroy the landscape, but I would like to have a quarry. So if we'd like drove up to like the face of one of these here and had like some sort of a machine that had like a drill on the end of it and just like went like that there, up and around, snaked over and back and just tore at the face, a bit like I'll try to see if I can do it on this episode. I need to put down the timestamp because I always forget when I do this. 7. So yeah, so pretty much what I'm going to do is make something a bit like one of those large drilling machines, the ones that usually do like coal and stuff, where they've got like a big rotating head and they just rotate into the face. Something like that would be pretty cool, where it just went over and back, walked in a bit, over and back, and just mined at stone. I'd like to make a quarry to do that so we can get a mixture of iron, silicone and nickel, mostly for the iron and all. I think that'd be pretty cool. So there's nothing in that, so I'm going to round that there down. And throw the stuff into here. Oh. Is there any of these ports open? There's a port there. Oh, I can't get it. Thought you'd be able to get that from pretty much anywhere. Let's see if I can get on top of this thing. Well, there's no chance, so I tell you what we'll do. Grind it all the way down. There we go. That goes in there. And that goes in there. So let that work away there before we dismantle the rest of it. Because that's our only refinery. Large refinery. We need to put a refinery down inside. Maybe we will make one of the first refineries. That way we can, because I just remembered we don't actually get the components back for all this stuff. We only get scrap, so we will need a second refinery. There is already 2 on this, or maybe the 2 will be okay on that. But it means that if a Reaver comes and destroys it, we've lost our refinery, we've lost our ability to refine stuff down, and pretty much assemble as well. So maybe we could do an assembler down there. Let me just see how far it would be before we can get to a refinery. And maybe build an assembler. Maybe we'll focus this here episode on doing that. But yeah, it's good to be back. I'm looking forward to playing this here game. I've been missing it now. When I was playing Satisfactory, I was like, oh, I really do miss playing Space Engineers. Such a good game. It's a game I'll always come back to, a bit like Minecraft, which is actually something I need to finish off. I have a series out in a minute. Anybody that is interested in it, there is a series at the moment. which is when I'm trying to play like the latest versions of Bedrock. So much has been added since I last played it, and I'm really excited to try it again. Okay, so I can see that there is some sort of, I think that's a refinery there. Where's the pipework for that? Where's the pipework for that? Maybe I can't remember if some of it goes underground or what happens. But we will need to, there it is. It disappears, so we will need to carve a bit out. Right, so I think the focus on the next few episodes is welding the rest of this here up until we get to this here refinery. At least then that will be connected to the same conveyor network. And then the assemblage. Oh yeah, the refineries are on this side, so we will have to build more conveyors down below. Then we'll have to build the assemblers, which are down at the very bottom there. I think you can just about see them. They're right about... No, that's the cargo containers. Where's the assemblage? Hold on, I need to use the... I need to use this here. Because I can't remember where the assemblers are, and I can't really walk down there. Oh, is this in here? Ah, here's the yeah. So here's it here. So we've got 2 assemblers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 assemblers altogether. Yeah. So there's 8 assemblers. And 1, 2, 3, 4 refineries. So if we build this first one here, continue the pipework across, build up one of these here assemblers, that should do it. We'll keep the existing cargo container until we get the rest of it built, but I think we should build one of each first, just in case. There's batteries down below as well. They're on the very far corner. Let me just see if I can get them as well. Yeah, there's the batteries. So yeah, they'll be built in time as well. I can't remember if I built any generators, as in no, like electric engines. I can't remember if I did build any of them, but probably do no harm to have a source. No, I tell you what it was. I wasn't going to bother making them. I remember now. It's because they consume hydrogen. We have a very finite amount of ice on this here planet. We need as much of it to go into towards hydrogen engines for the or hydrogen thrusters for to get into space. That is the next big thing. So we will need to reserve as much of that as possible. But I did have tanks down below. There's the tanks there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see if I can see them again. So there's 4 of these here. So they're going to store all the hydrogen, and that allows us to fill up a rocket. I always feel shitty when I'm using that there. Shitty when I'm using the spectator camera, but it is a great way to look at different things from a different perspective. Now, right, so the first thing we need to do is get the conveyor system welded up all the way over until we can build the refinery on top. So I think that's what we're going to focus it on here. So let's just go conveyor, and I usually just add in 8 of these here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then go and pick that stuff up. Okay. 6 motors. Okay, so I'm going to add those into production. Why did I not finish off making that stuff? Why did I have to wait until I came on to do that? Anyway, let's get the rest out. I think it was because we're full. Let me try that again because there's something wrong here. I think what's happening. What's the quick way to add that onto a build planner? There we go. But I need to add that character tool back in, which was the grinder. Let's try that again. Right, so we're gonna have to weld it. We're gonna have to weld it. Let's get rid of that collector because we no longer need it. And I'm just gonna remove, because we will need to weld on top. Okay. Oh, yeah. Is that welded? Oh no. That's not a junction. I forgot I put a corner on that because I couldn't afford something. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I can't get up. There we go. Alright, I need to get rid of this.
Inventory full.
Throw some of that in there. There's a conveyor down below. Let's see. That. There's a corner piece going straight up instead of this here. Right, now we weld. Right, I'm gonna have to... I'm only a mine enough to get under it. Right, where does that go off to? Where's the split to? Right, so that goes up like that, and I assume that's where it goes into these where is the refinery? Where's the one for the refinery go? Oh, is that... Oh, why have I done that? I think what happens is it's going into that. I assume anyway. So we might actually have to make one over and do a bit of temporary pipework. But there's pipework there. And it's going into this. Yeah, so it's coming into that, into this. So we're going to have to make some temporary pipework here to go into this second thing here, because that's not going to work. Right, so let's weld up that. Or maybe not. Unless we can go into this one here. Yeah, let's try that. Does that give us our first refinery? It does. Aha. So now we can weld up this whole thing, so that's okay. We don't have to make this first one. We can make that one over there. So we'll need to... Let's weld up the rest of this here first. Right, let's get the rest of that stuff. Boom. Oh. Why? Oh, right. My bad. That's why I didn't enable. I keep forgetting you have to do that. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so there's some plates missing, so let's get another load of that stuff. Let me see. Conveyor. That 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Let that work away. Right, let's go weld up while we're waiting on that. Oh. Right, let's see, have we got anything else there? No. Usually what I do is I start off with one component at a time, like start off with just the interior plates, then the steel tubes, but I'm trying to alternate a wee bit. Just gonna add them all into one thing there. Save time. What are we missing now? Because we're well, pretty much full. Getting there. So that's green the whole way to there. That's that. So it'll be nice to get this first one done. Maybe we should start making components for another refinery. So I'm actually going to try something else here. I'm going to get rid of these here. Has that been welded? Yeah, it has. One. Get this corner piece. Get the junction. Okay, so that's that, and then we need the because we're full. Right, let's get the rest of that stuff. I'm gonna throw the components in for making a refinery, which is large refinery, industrial one. There we go. I think we have enough plates, so I'm gonna do them last and do everything else. Right. Assuming that we have enough to do all that. Alright, we found out.
Fuel critical.
I don't care about the fuel, I'm not using it. Let's see. Interior plates, let's add them in. Get them done last. That. Right, so it looks like we have everything else. We just need to grab it. Small steel tubes and 2 motors. Nearly there. Six motors, 4 motors, 2 motors, 1 motor. There we go. Got it. So that's doing at the plates at the minute. That's done all the way there. That's there. And the last one. And this. So we grab all the stuff for that. And what I usually do in these here cases is just follow along this here. It's just as quick. If I can still reach that, I can. So I have to do over and back, but what I do is just quickly weld it. I apologize for anybody that doesn't like flashing stuff. There's not much I can do about this. Like that. Just over and back, over and back, over and back. Till we get all the stuff we need. There we go. Oh. There we go. Getting a bit quicker at it. Just trying to get used to the controls. How many plates does this thing use?
Low.
I've forgotten. I meant to look that time as well. Oh. Come on. Ah, now we're starting to get the components. I might actually just turn off that projection because it's throwing it off a wee bit. Right, I'm gonna turn that off. Oh, come on. There we go. Right, let's go turn that off because we don't actually need it. And our energy is okay at the minute. There we go. Makes things a wee bit easier to see. Because the whole projection is thrown off the whole Oh wait, what? 16 motors, why have we not got that? I literally told it to make that, so where do they all go to? There we go. We'll try and get 4 assemblers made as well with the speed modules. I think it was. I think they're all speed modules. There we go. There we go. So I just weld that up. And yeah. Wait for that to finish. And then we have a refinery, so that means then we can dismantle the one down below. Outside. Save the resources. Recycle. The whole 10 yards. That's that. Just checking that we can actually pass stuff into it. Yep, that's good. Good. Now we can go dismantle stuff. And I should put a cover on top of that there because it's not needed. I'll go charge up first on energy.
Critical.
I don't care about the fuel. I probably should actually have it topped up just in case we fall into a hole that we can't get out, and instead of like having to drill it and stuff. Or more so, it's more so for if we're make like some sort of a structure, we run out of energy, we can't grind out, we can't drill our way out. No, that sort of way. It's better for that. So, yeah. I'm just gonna leave that wind turbine there whenever we're completely done building because it's handy to have there as a backup just in case things go kaput.
Fuel critical.
Oh, wrong way. And grind this here up. I should actually have the wee rover for this to do this. Let's go with CC. It's base CC1. Everything's going into this, so there shouldn't be anything else in there. Good. Now you get rid of it. Oh, that's full already. We've nothing along the line to deposit that into, so we'll have to run over and back. In fact, I'm going to do that off camera. So this will be the first off camera thing we do since we have started the episode. So let me just do this. There we go. Until all that is dismantled the whole way up to that connector, including this. I'm going to leave that platform there actually. I'm going to dismantle all the way up to here and chop this here off as well. Right, let me get that done. Okay, so this is coming up to the very last bit. There we go. That's that all taken away. Lots of running over and back, and I'm looking here at my stopwatch that I forgot to stop, and that took 10 minutes to do. So, yeah. What's that actually attached to? Is that attached to it in here? I don't know if it is. Oh no, it's not attached to the grid. So, what else left inside it?
Energy
Stored
low.
power 72 point. Well, there's no point having it anymore then. Get rid of it. It's only a small bit of power left. Get rid of the whole thing. Store that in here. I thought there was a Reaver earlier on. I was looking, those wee pointers, the wee markers, kept showing like an arrow over towards the direction, and I thought it was like something flying about. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. So let's do a bit of BCC on this and move everything into it. Excellent. So that's still grinding away there, that's okay. Right, so I can hear that still processing that. I'm gonna keep that port there, that's handy. But I do think we should cover the top of all this here, seeing as there's no point leaving that uncovered. It's just something to fall into really. So I'm gonna grab some more plates. Grab some plates. That should do it. I'll turn on the projection as well. And get that. Well, there's no point welding the map. Just put them down. There we go. Just going to save the game because it was fluttering there earlier on, and I just want to be safe. Don't want to lose all that progress. And I can't remember if it is set to autosave. I think it is. The whole way up. Because since we've already welded that pipe up, there's no point leaving it uncovered. Just something else to fall into, really. That projector is going to be one of the last things to go as well. Don't want to move it and risk the sort and the radiation. And sure, anyway, we can't even go in the tunnel because that there's in the way. But again, that's temporary. I would like to get one of the cargo containers built at least. Leave that there. There we go. The whole way to the end. That's done, that's done, that's done, and yeah, that'll do. Why is that rusty? Oh yeah, it's a paint job I need to fix. There is a, I think there is a. Oh no, there's not. No, that's it's a spare port just in case we need to build something along here. I'm gonna grind this here down. Oh. I told him. There we go. Oh, that's good. Now we're. That's a good job we have the lights here. It would be hard to see where we're going. So yeah, that's that all welded up. Not really welded up. It's more like a skeleton. I will come up here with some sort of like a rover with welders on the side of it, and that way we can just drive up and down and get that welded up fairly quickly. But I think I'm gonna call that an episode. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish off that floor off camera and just weld it all up. And maybe I'll leave the ports and assemble it to the next episode. Just something to show. But that whole floor, that's gonna be I'm just going to do the skeleton of it really quickly. There's no point showing the video of me doing that, so I'm going to end it there. So that's it for this here episode. Thanks again for watching. If you have any comments or any suggestions, do drop them down below or visit Discord channel that is linked in the description. Follow the Discord channel for the schedule as well as the information board there. You'll be able to see what games we're playing as well as when they're coming out onto YouTube. At the current moment, we're going to be playing this here, Space Engineer Stealth. I haven't any plans for any new games coming out just yet. City Skylines, as you know, is it's a well, disaster is all I'm going to say. But there's a word I'd like to use for it, but yeah, it's I'm very disappointed with it. I'm trying to get a refund. Oh, yes, I forgot. I have played over the hours, the minimum hours for it, or the maximum hours that you can play before you no longer qualify for a refund. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. Really, really disappointed. But I hope they get their game fixed, because that was more of an investment on my part, where I actually bought that game, hoping that again get a bit more traction on this here channel, and that's why I bought it, as a bit of an investment for that. And yeah, that's a lesson learned. Don't pre-order games. There's actually no point pre-ordering games, to be honest, because it would have made more sense like years ago. Maybe there is a practical reason now, but it made sense years ago because of like having to get the CD and stuff, so that you pre-ordered, you got it, that sort of way. But this digital games, no, unless it impacts your download whenever you do get it, there's no point. But yeah, no, that's it for this here episode. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. I would like to give a massive shout out to the channel donators. You help make these videos possible.